If you want to fly high, then let go of the things that weigh you down. When you stand up and tell the truth, you make enemies. Ask the right questions, and nature will open the doors to her secrets. Just because a dissonance hurts doesn't mean it was the wrong one. Respect your name. Build a reputation that speaks when you stay silent. Believe in yourself, and the world will be at your feet. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Before you heal someone, ask them if they're willing to give up the things that made them sick. Whatever a man thinks in his mind, that he sees outside. As long as we require someone else to make us happy, we are slaves. You become what you give your attention to. When death finds you, may it find you alive. Don't get too attached. Remember what happened last time. You're not afraid of new love. You are afraid of old pain. A friend cannot be considered a friend until he is tested on 3 occasions, in times of need, behind your back, and after your death. The wound of the sword will heal, but not that of the tongue. Fear is the guest who leaves when you refuse to serve it. Be careful when you do too much for people. They start loving your hand and not your heart. The man who sleeps in peace has either no debts or no wife. You don't drown by falling in water. You drown by staying there. Sometimes the mind already knows the answer, but the heart doesn't like it. Faith and fear both demand you to believe in something you cannot see. What you say reveals who you are. Don't over-explain. Men of value don't need to convince anyone. The true journey begins the moment you stop looking for the destination. Do a good deed and throw it in the river. One day it will come back to you in the desert. The day the blind man sees, the first thing he throws away is the stick that helped him his whole life. People who are good from the heart will always be rough at speaking out. Sometimes we don't want to heal because the pain is the last connection to what we lost. 10 beggars can sleep on one road, but 2 kings feel uncomfortable in one country. The bravest man is not he who feels no fear, but he who conquers it. It's what you do in the dark that puts you in the light. Learn to be silent, just as you learn to speak. If someone corrects you and you feel offended, then you have an ego problem. A big house is nice, but a happy home is what matters most. The best way to become boring is to say everything. If you don't know the value of loyalty, you will never understand the damage of betrayal. Great things can be done by great sacrifices only. The purer the mind, the easier it is to control. Anything that makes you weak, physically, intellectually, and spiritually, reject is poison. The greatest sin is to think of yourself as weak. Never forget your roots and always be proud of where you come from. I am the master of my failure. If I never fail, how will I ever learn? Knowledge is like paint. It does no good until it's applied. A poor man with purpose is richer than a rich man with no reason to wake up. Accept people as they are, but place people where they belong. Don't try to rush things that take time to grow. Being alone is better than being an option in someone's life. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. If you hate a person, you hate something in him that is part of yourself. What isn't part of ourselves doesn't disturb us. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Those who do not move do not notice their chains. If you are afraid of loneliness, don't marry. I am only responsible for what we say, not for what they understand. Pleasure is not the goal of man, but knowledge. Instead of fighting the world, kill your ego. A fool who knows he is a fool is wiser than a fool who thinks himself wise. Nothing can be gained without losing. Even heaven demands death. For one who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, the mind will remain the greatest enemy. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The attempt to escape pain creates more pain. Dreams don't work unless you do. The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. When you're thirsty, it's too late to think about building a well. You cannot see your reflection in boiling water. Similarly, you cannot see the truth in a state of anger. When the water's calm, clarity comes. Just because you love the ocean doesn't mean you need to drown in it. The problem is that when someone offers me a flower, I offer them my entire garden. There is no need to drink the whole sea to realize it's salty. I learned that every mortal will taste death, but only some will taste life. Wealth, fame, and power do not change a person, they only reveal them. Kill the feeling before feeling kill you. Life is the sum of all your choices. Most people are not seeking truth, they are searching for comfort in illusions. I can bear any pain as long as it has meaning. The role you play in someone else's life won't always match the role they play in yours. The hardest prison to escape is our own mind. Never allow weakness to overtake your mind. Never think yourself weak. There is no power in the universe to injure us unless we first injure ourselves. Always choose a person who gives you respect, because respect is more important than love. Lust and anger are the great enemies. These are to be controlled. Your pain is training, not punishment. You don't beg for respect, you build it with results. Pain won't change the past, and fear won't shape a better future. Each day holds its own perfection. First think, second believe, third dream, and finally dare. If a woman is not married at 30, it means that she chose growth, education, and dreams before marriage. Don't get lost in your pain. Know that one day your pain will become your cure. A fish with its mouth closed never gets caught. In peace, sons bury their fathers. In war, fathers bury their sons. Biting your tongue while eating is the perfect example of how you can mess up, even with years of experience. Always ready to survive alone, because some people change suddenly. Today you may be important to them, but tomorrow you can be nothing to them. And that's reality of life. Stop expecting honesty from people who lie to themselves. Pride builds high walls, but leaves you alone with them.